Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, welcome back to the Third Age Competitive League. I am your host as always, James, aka the Dark 2, aka Wheeloftime, and I am joined here today by Tom DeSimone. Is that how he's in, man? Did I get your name right?
It is, you got it right. I'm so proud of you.
The illustrious fellow. I'll go with fellow.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right here.
I'm a fellow.
We are here for the first game.
I didn't even attend medical school.
The Festival of Birds. Yeah. So, boo. Why are you booing, Icicle? Why you just got here and it opened up with a boo? That's awful.
Oh, damn. It's because he's ice cold. You get it?
Like, I kept my AKAs to 3. Do you know how little that is for me on the AKAs? And you're booing? Is that why you're booing? Because I didn't do enough AKAs? Nevertheless, we are here for the first league game of the Festival of Birds, as I said. And yeah, let's let the players get rolling and picking their characters and stuff. Damn near a rematch of last month. In fact, it might have been the one that we commentated together.
Yeah.
Minus Mahalan here.
Yeah.
But the other 4 players randomly generated into the same group.
Double digits in the rolls, already doing better than me.
Yeah, and we have another DeSimone in chat, so welcome, Aaron.
Oh, look at that. I wonder who that is.
Well, I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say it's your grandmother.
Exactly, you're 100% correct.
Your aged grandmother.
It is my aged grandmother. I taught her how to use a computer and YouTube just for this, just to watch me do this.
Amazing. Well, we appreciate that. Apparently, they're talking about the painting on your wall, thinking it's a self-portrait.
It is.
Yeah. Well,
that's it's so Dan DeSantos was the guest of honor at what do we got? Santa's playing Matt, Beth's Perrin,
yep.
Bob's Gwen, Wolf Brothers 90. Okay.
No round.
Dan DeSantos was guest of honor at JordanCon a couple years ago, and he had to do the charity art jam, which is like a surprise kind of like art thing where it's like, you know, they don't know what they're going to paint until they sit down.
Right.
And he got a fantasy character and a male fantasy character. And he texted me, like he usually gets it like you get it like a half an hour before you got to do it. And he's like, hey, can I paint you in your costume for this thing? And I'm like, yeah. So that's what he did.
All right then. And you got.
And then I bought it, and I won it in the charity auction.
Of course.
Yeah. Yes, I bid on it. I was the only one that bid on it, which was really nice of people. And then, but I did end up I did it on purpose. Like I donated like $300 or whatever.
Yeah. I would have been in with the 1 penny bid and just hope that I get whatever it is.
Yeah.
Broke life out here.
I mean, we when we go to JordanCon, we budget like money because we pretty much all the art in my house is from JordanCon. Like the picture that's underneath it, which is like I think it's titled The Crone, like the maiden, the crone and the lady. It's Ariel Burgess. So, you know, for those who don't know, she used to be one of the Wheel of Time official artists.
Yeah, many pieces of art in the game.
Yes.
Been designed by her.
You can't see it right now, but above my head is her Maureen, where it's like half naked, half Tom's cloak. I like that one. All right, Mommy Alvere's out there.
Yeah, there was a little bug there. We had to change the order to backwards for yesterday's game because some weird bugs in setup. But now
Right, because you do the thing where it's like
yeah, well, there was a bug in the script. I actually I need to talk to my dad about that.
Yeah. No infestation.
A little infestation, yeah. Looks like Egwene used Enter Ways there to get to Tarvalon.
That was quick.
Love a good old... Got a play in the game, all trees and a flash of steel left over. Roselle able to play that one. Could get herself through those Trollocs on the next turn and go straight to Maradon if she wants.
Beth is going to be shooting for that Marin Alvear, probably.
Lead the assault with a draw. Not ideal. Goes with a refresh and a forged letter in her hand. Matt is looking at a flanking and 2 discards, unless he's already been. I think the order went a bit weird there at the start. Yeah. Looks like
free
rescued townsfolk on his foot. Beth rescued townsfolk as Perrin on her first turn.
It's alright, you can call her Perrin. Beth's got a better beard than Marcus anyway. Joking, Beth, I love you. She's my sister, I can make fun of her.
Adult who has kids. Tom, don't read our chat right now, or you might get roped into agreeing to something you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, Erin, my wife and I play a lot of board games. She loves board games. And when I told her that this game was basically like a worker placement resource management game, she was like, I'm in. Those are her favorite types of games.
Well, I think that's a lie, but...
It really is, though. I mean, like, you have to manage your resources instead of, ooh, a Dracar, oh no! Brother Zach's not even here to get rolled by fucking Shadow Spawn on the first turn.
Santa Happy will get rolled by it.
Big summer blowout?
But, like, you know, like, instead of having to, like...
You don't have like 5 meeples that you put out and then
no, it's one
starts.
Yeah, it's one worker that you're placing out, and you have to go on a you have to travel on like a thing.
If you consider the character pawn to be the worker, then yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm considering. Yeah, I'm considering the character pawn as a worker because you place it in an area and then accumulate resources.
I think the main difference there then is that in most worker placement games, you just go anywhere. You don't. Have to travel long paths and stuff.
Yeah, the caveat is you have to go along that specific path. You do get the options once you leave the main path, but
yeah, that's a fair enough analogy. And yes, Ice School to clarify, Bob did enter the ways, get Roselle, along with a flash of steel, all treaties and a play in the game, so Bob is officially doing Bob things.
Bob things. Bob is doing Bob things.
Yeah. I'm excited. We're finally starting a quarter where I know that history can't repeat itself because Bob, 2-time Q1 Great Captain. Robin, 2-time Q2 Great Captain. I was the captain last Q3, and that ain't gonna happen again because I'm not playing competitively.
There you go.
So that means, unless Critter or Chris get ahead of themselves on last year's performance, that we will definitely be inducting a new... There'll be at least one new person this year.
That's good. I do like the way that you do this, the invitationals and the Great Captain stuff, where it's like, you don't just let one person run away with it forever.
Yeah, because, we don't all just need to be up Bob's arsehole there, do we?
Why, speak for yourself there, sir.
I mean, it's tiring for him more than anything.
Yeah. You shouldn't make it so inviting up there.
It's nice to, to celebrate people when they do well, but to give other people a chance to prove themselves as well, and then to have... I mean, no, there's no way I can run a competitive Wheel of Time league without having the last battle every year. Like, it's just never gonna happen, so... Well, it makes sense to invite the great captains.
Yeah. Then you have to have a great captain. Once you get like at least 3 or maybe 4, you have a great captain show off.
Yeah, that's the last battle at the end of each year.
Oh, well, this is my first year, so I didn't know.
Yeah, I thought you read the doc though.
I read. I read the parts that are pertinent to me. Well,
okay.
I read the whole thing, but the parts that stick in my brain are the things that I need to know at the time. That's why I have to just keep going back and rereading.
Yeah.
Again.
So
Welcome to me trying to study in school.
Great captains get to design a card. They'll get a jersey after the year's finished when all of them have been inducted.
A jersey?
A jersey, yeah, like the one I'm wearing right now. Like
shit.
The one Bob and Robin wear all the time, and Critter and Chris.
Yeah, but I didn't notice that it was like a great captain jersey. I just thought it was.
Yeah, they've got names on the back. Some of them got their own names.
Sick,
some
man.
of them got like Bashir and Ituralda. Yeah, there's a whole video about that on the channel. Like when
I'm gonna go back and rewatch all that stuff. That's awesome.
And they also get an invite to Tarmon Gaiden, the last battle at the end of the year, which is where they can win the title of Great Champion of the World Champion of the Light.
Awesome.
What is
Green heading into Qatar.
Means ready. He's saying he's playing upside down. Oh wow.
That's his choice.
What a jerk.
Yeah. Did I see Chiad come out too a minute ago?
No, there is a goal in Gawain's party.
Okay.
Got a goal down there, but no, been the first of the 2 Spear Sisters.
Can't help but think of Threefold Talk when a Bane and a Chiad comes out.
Yeah, looks like fairly slow starts for everyone outside of Bob. During embracing the source at some point as well, so that's fun. Just could turn the heating down, or about.
The heat. The fuck?
I'm here.
I mean, like, I know you live on the other side of the world, but you're still in the northern hemisphere. What the fuck you doing with the heat on?
It's England. It's always cold. We don't have AC, we have heating. That's the difference.
That's fair. Is it a wood burning stove?
No, it's radiator.
Oh.
We don't have a fucking log fire in the back. God damn.
Never know. You gotta go out and chop the wood.
No, I
Shear some sheep.
I flick a switch like you would with an
What?
AC, and yeah, turn a dial to adjust it.
Look at y'all.
Look at us, full established societies. We're doing so well.
over there.
Such modern ingenuity.
I know. I'm surprised that they moved forward with that.
So I'm moving forward to Kyrian. Still working
Speaking
towards
of,
the Tavalon goal. Now you've got a lot of green cards in hand. Not so much channeling though for her.
Renee Hoffer coming out. Hoffer.
Yeah, Santi usually spins all his characters backwards, which I'm fairly convinced he does just to annoy me. But I don't know if this means he's going to rotate the right way this time, or... I don't know. Yeah.
No. How difficult would it be to make the player tableaus rotatable?
The actual thing?
Yeah, like the player board.
I mean, not
like the character
hard.
board.
They're just locked so that they're in the right places. But you can unlock them with a button press and then spin them.
Then he doesn't have to have some things flipped. It just then he wouldn't have to have some things flipped incorrectly and some things flipped. You know, that everything would be orientated in the same way. The only reason.
There we go.
Look at that. In that fashion.
Now his hand's upside down as well.
Perfect. I love it.
Oh, Beth wants it too.
Forged letter.
Okay, so everyone is playing in the correct orientation. That's so weird.
Look at that. It's so nice for it's so nice for when you stream too, because then you don't have to like rotate the board every time you move.
I mean, sure, but I have to be like really zoomed out to fit it all in, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose I could just let go of my mouse and just pan with WASD now. And zoom.
Did you just say WASD? I've never heard anyone say it like that.
What else would you call it?
WASD?
Who has time for all those syllables?
I don't know.
The whole point of, like, abbreviating something is to make it easier to say, right?
No, you're 100% correct.
Yeah.
I'm not saying my way was better. I've just never heard it before.
Yeah, I never even thought about it. I was just like, that's where my fingers are resting right now. It's on whilst. That's where I will whilst. That definitely sounds like a British way of saying you're drunk.
I feel like the English and the Scottish and the Irish have, between all three of you, you have thousands of ways to say that.
There's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, you could pretty much just add ed to the end of any word and it works.
Look at this man, he's all jumped. Yep. He's danced out. Yep.
Just got back from pub, he's absolutely bungled.
You could even just make up words.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Well, most people do drunk. Most drunk people do make up words, so.
That is absolutely accurate. Matt has 2 followers, no men yet.
Hard lines for Santa, but I wouldn't expect him to be doing anything impressive. Santa, after all. Smooth skirts in hand for Wolf Brother could be interesting. Pilfered plans, pilfers are pilfered plans.
Ooh.
Say that 3 times with your tongue crossed.
No thanks.
Can you cross your tongue? Can anyone? Is that a thing?
Can you fold it in half? I can fold it in half.
No, I can't do that. Mine's too big.
I'm a cunning linguist.
Yeah. I breathe through my
I'm
ears.
Not. Bella!
Everybody's favorite god.
Yeah, no, her theming is genius, by the way. That she's the rainbow stripe of everything. Like, literally, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Well, nobody can ever convince me that Bella didn't channel in book 1. So, like, shit, it's canon. She can channel. She refreshed herself.
She can come back from the dead. Just whatever.
Yeah. She can find a way from a Waygate to wherever the fuck she needs to be in season 2.
Mm-hmm. Even in the show, she has special powers. Just 4 horses wandering from hundreds of miles outside of Tarvalon back to Tarvalon, no problem, led by Bella. See, that's an episode we need. We need like
Bella can do it all. You know, she can even go undercover as like a tyrant steed. and do some
Oh,
days to mar.
I thought you were gonna say like a human. Just
No. Yeah, High Lord Bella.
just sitting there. No difference either. Just standing there with the fucking saddle and everything. And everyone's like, oh, you think so, Bella? All right. Ha ha. Good show. It's like,
what is she thinking?
A genius at the game of houses, this Lady Bella.
Going into a Gwen's party this time around.
Oh my god. Everyone forgets that she even is there. All of a sudden you turn back around. She's unified Aradomon, the queen. Pushed the Shanshan out of the southwest.
I think that was Picker Ramshalon, actually.
Wolf Brother debating a move.
Probably considering another Pilfered plans.
Tadosian.
If he does, he should go for a Gwen, because she does have an embrace. And he went for a Gwen last time and she didn't warded conversation, so that suggests she doesn't have one. But maybe thinking, the last time all I got was a pill for plans.
Perrin's got enough to fight a Trolloc. Oh, he did it already, okay.
Yeah.
You need to get back to Emma's Field now.
Yeah, does have an Enter the Ways and the Old Blood, along with the Spoils of War and a Rescue Townsfolk.
For those who are watching who haven't played before, i.e. my wife, each character has their own little quest they have to do. Perrin's for quest number 1 is fight a Trolloc fist. And he's done that.
Yeah. Second one, back to Emma's Field.
Yep. Is he going to pay the money for the coin? He's got 5, but that would be all his coin.
It's another variant I've toyed with the idea of is side quests. Just like to add some more quests that aren't in order, but
secret quest. You should do secret quests.
Well, I did also toy with an idea of having like one person be secretly told they're a dark friend at the start of the game, and then like some sort of interaction between them and the other players.
I love it so much. That is my favorite thing in board games like Battlestar Galactica and
the Among Us.
Oh god, I have so much fun.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll get that one to work, but yeah, side quests is an idea I've sort of toyed with, like having ones that you don't have to do, that you can do, and you get an extra ability if you do them.
Yeah, and if you make them secret, then you know everyone has to be guessing the entire time what the other people have, and
oh, I get what you mean, like an end of game reward.
Yeah. Like, you know, everyone gets dealt the side quest and they can look at it, but it's not revealed.
I was just thinking like extra tiles that would flip over and
that too. I mean, yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Killer Diabera.
See?
In chat.
There we go.
Welcome.
How
does someone win? The game ends when a number of Forsaken are killed, depending on how many players there are. So there's 4 players in this game, which means 5 Forsaken on this defeated track over here. When there's 5 on this track, the game will end. At that point, there's the last battle, so everyone gets a bunch of scores for the resources and things they've left over, for the followers in the party and the cards in their hands, stuff like that. And then the player with the most points wins.
And for those sweaty tryhards, i.e. also my wife, when the final Forsaken ends, the game doesn't immediately end. It ends at the end of the person who defeated the final Forsaken's turn, so you still get to finish.
Oh yeah. Which can be relevant because Forsaken can be sat on a location in the map, and if you go there, fight them, you still get to resolve the location afterwards. So sometimes we have seen the number of Forsaken in a game exceed the amount that it takes to end the game because they kill another one on their final turn or whatever. But yeah. As to how you actually manage to get yourself in a position where you have more points than everybody else, that's a far more in-depth discussion.
Yeah, most of it's through combat, but there are other ways to score points as well. And then there's a final scoring at the end, which you'll see if you stay to the end of the video. There's a hook right there. That's what we call a hook in the business, by the way. I don't know what the business is, but...
the business is pretending... I'm not even pretending to be a professional. Like, I can't even
You
say
are
that.
a professional.
No, I mean, like, I'm unprofessional. I'm okay with that.
Well, it depends on what we're talking about in professional. You're a professional bullshit artist,
yes.
shit talker,
Yep.
board game developer.
Sure.
Hey, listen. This is a very well put together board game.
Hey,
full prop.
listen. Sorry, sorry, you triggered me. That wasn't the soundboard. That was just a perfect impersonation right there. Talk about perfect impersonation. A woman or two who knows something about disguise is Laris.
Ooh.
That one gonna be going to Wolf Brother.
A commonly scored game is somewhere between 100 and I would say 70.
Oh, yeah, Wolf
on the high end.
Wife, then. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
I mean, I assume because Santa definitely has like never convinced anyone to go out with him, and yeah, I know Bob's wife, and you're not her. So, process of elimination.
Your powers of deduction are...
Yeah. I have heard the name before as well, though, now I think about it. Yeah, I've heard him say before. And there is the man who reunited Bandariban.
P-Core Ramamama Shalamama.
Yeah. Gotta love some good old compulsion bit.
Yeah. Feel bad for him.
Do you, though? Kind of an idiot.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, there isn't a poll. Damn. Thanks. Nice. I'll get that going. Tom, talk.
Tom, talk. All right. What do we got going on? Well, whose turn is it? Wolf Brother again. Little trying to make some decisions here. Searching through the deck. So Wolf Brother is playing Nynaeve, and one of her abilities is to be able to pull cards out of the discard pile there. And for
doesn't have that yet though.
She doesn't have that yet. Yeah, she's actually on a space that allows her to do that. But for when we play games with Nynaeve, we always make a little separate discard on the side there of just weaves.
Oh yeah,
because those are the ones that she could pull from.
Weave pile, normal pile. But yeah, right now she was just picking up and embracing the source in Haddon Merc, get her an extra 2 channeling levels, put her just 1 away from the 7 needed to hit her tier 2.
And the channeling levels there are 3 attributes on each player card. Channelers obviously all have channeling, and then all of the rest of them are slightly different for everybody. Channeling skill, military, Dazdemar, and leadership. And I said military. Leadership.
Boom. Expert poll. Yeah, it's quite a chill game so far.
Yeah,
Wayne just attached a Borderland training to goal. I mean, I suppose the Isle did kind of get some training in the Borderlands.
By osmosis, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be a sick fighter right there. Hardcore, like Borderlander, Valkyrie, or Shanaran, like raised in the Isle Waste after, like, the age of 20 or so.
Well, other way around, right?
Or the other way around. Well, in this case, it would be, yeah.
Enter the Way is going to take Perrin straight back from one way gate to another. He'll end up in the Emmons Field. That's enough to flip the tier 2.
Since Perrin has Aerith on his team, who is an Ogier, he does not have to discard a follower. Another little genius bit of theming, I think.
People get lost on the ways if they don't have a guide.
Oh, yeah. And none of these players can read Ogier script.
That's true. It's quite difficult, actually.
It's the size of the pens. Beth's got getting quite a stack of troops there. Speaking of, so the resources in the game, the iconography is very simple. There are the coins are coins, the swords are troops, the multicolored square is favor, and then the black rectangle with an A is an action card, and the white rectangle with a C is a follower card or character card, because those cards could be followers or enemies. So basically, you have to flip one of those, just like Wolf Brother did. If you land on a C.
Yep. Eiling doing the flip there. She's going to chill in the tavern row because she wasn't recruited. And in Embracing the Source will come out from Nynaeve, getting her an extra couple channeling levels, almost to her tier 2 quest, Breaking the Block.
When you play a card, if you have the skill in the card that you play, you automatically go up 1 in that skill, and then
attribute
you do what the card says. Yeah, the attribute. Yeah,
because skill is an attribute. So
you are correct, sir. And since Embracing the Source increases channeling, Nynaeve went up 2 in channeling. So yeah, I've only rarely seen it played in the other way, where you put the 2 level ups on somebody.
Yeah, it happens every now and then. Yeah, not wrong, Icicle, saying they need to pressure Bob.
Yeah.
He is just sort of doing his thing at the moment. He's already tier 2 on the Egwene, so able to start getting plenty of levels from free discards now. Looks like this is just an eavesdrop. Oh no, it was a Pill for Plans. The disarming strike taken out of Egwene's hand.
Alright. Wolf Brother needs 1 more level to finish his tier 2 quest, which is to get level 7 in channeling.
I mean, he's got double Promise Power in hand, so he could just Promise Power, gain 5 favor, and then Hall has to travel on and buy a level.
Yeah.
For 3 favor there.
Where is he? There it is.
Right now,
Mark. It would probably be faster just to go back and forth there, no?
Maybe, but you kind of want to be up north anyway, because
that's true.
Then you can like go to Karen and Jangir Pass. So depends. You might just draw something in Arangil anyway, you know.
Fair enough.
He didn't. New recruits and a Bury the Dead is not going to be helpful in this case.
Quick turn for him.
Yeah.
Matt still no men on his little.
No, he's got
there.
Picor.
Oh, he does have Picor. Yeah, my bad.
3 chicks and Picor.
And another one, Layla. 10 million favor, or just 10 prior to spending the 1.
Perrin. Beth's already on 16 attribute levels. Very good start.
Yeah, very, very good start.
Talking about not necessarily putting pressure on Bob, but at least keeping pace with him. 18 levels for the tier 3. Oh, the star is the current active player. It's whose turn it is. Yeah, so Egwene being blue, Nynaeve yellow, Matt green, and Perrin brown.
Icicle late as usual with a reply.
There's a delay.
I know. I'm messing with him. I'm trying to think of what else we can explain for a new player.
Oh, any questions, feel free to ask us stuff. Like, if something is confusing you or you want to know more about a specific thing.
For combat, it's pretty simple. If James can scroll onto the corner there where the Trolloc Fist is, so you see this is what a normal card would look like, a combat card too. Like it has a combat strength, which is the sword, and a point value, which is the starburst. You have to exceed the things that the thing that you're fighting's combat value, so you have to get higher. In that case, it would be a 4.
Yep.
Basil Gill flip on the tavern row. And then when you defeat it, you even though you win a fight, you still will suffer losses. So you have to pay the amount of points you accrue in troops. So if, in the case of a Trolloc Fist, it's 1 point. So you lose 1 troop token if you have a troop token. If not, then you don't really lose anything. The Forsaken are only active in the tier 3 follower deck, which you can't draw from until you've completed your tier 3 quest.
Yeah, so the 3 quests are not just to get you extra abilities and become more powerful, but also to gain access to the 3 different tiers of decks in the game.
Which I like. I like that. It's a little bit of a gate. I mean, I've seen people go to tier 3 pretty quickly.
Can happen. You can also get stuck on tier 1 for most of the game. It can happen.
Here we go. Here's an enemy card here. So Chesmil F. Emery, Black Aja. So all of the enemy cards and follower cards all have a class, maybe?
Type, I'd say.
Or a type. Yeah, there you go. Type. Like Pokemon. So Chesmil is a Black Aja. If you lose to her, like Light Blinded Fool had said, there's a butcher's bill, so you have to pay that. You lose you lose 1 favor, 1 coin. Some enemies have a reward. In her case, it's draw an action card.
Yeah. So Beth gets just a draw for free there. Looks like a 2 arms might have been played to mitigate the troop loss as well. Was it something? Oh no, sorry, it was the Spoils of War that was played, and then learned from the Bested by Matt, which will let him take it into his hand. So 6 more coins gained for her as well there.
Oh yeah. The cards essentially all kind of break the base rules of the game, you know, like it's drawing and getting more resources and such. Narg! Our favorite wolf-faced Trolloc.
I don't know the names of any others.
Thankfully, there are none in human language.
Promised power for Nynaeve. Looks like Wolf is going with the path that I suggested towards that last channel on level. Headed up towards Tarvalon to buy a level with favour there, rather than going back to Adammerk.
Yeah, and hoping for a...
Slightly slower, but unless there's a skim in at Haddonmerk, then... there is actually a skim in there. So maybe Haddonmerk skim to Jangai Pass would have been better. But this way he gets an extra character reveal in before going to Jangai, assuming that is the direction he's heading.
Yeah, half again one way or the other, it's... at this point.
Like, once you tier 2 as Nynaeve, I like bouncing between Kyron and Jangai Pass pretty much.
Yeah, you get a smattering of everything else. Ooh, Bubble of Evil.
Yeah, one turn you get a chance to find a good weave, and the other turn you get a chance to find the tier 2 channel that you need. So it's minimal downtime, and because Nynaeve's so specific in what she needs, it's great to dig at Jangai Pass. Yeah.
The Bubble of Evil is very fun themed. All the players have to interact with it, just like the characters did in the when they first encounter one in the books. And then because the Bubble of Evils you're never really safe from them, once everyone is done dealing with it, it gets shuffled back into the deck.
Yeah, they never really go away.
I do enjoy that a lot.
Same as Shadow Haran.
Unless you balefire them.
True. I mean, you can get the bubble out of the deck with like a ward,
Yeah.
That
Or a
works.
Nynaeve, I guess.
Nynaeve can discard bubble. Yeah.
Nynaeve's tier 2 ability is when she flips tier 1 ability is when she flips a character card. She can choose to throw it in the discard pile and flip another. But then you have to take whatever the next one is. Scratch!
Egwene is in Lugard right now, yes. I'm not entirely sure why she went that way.
And Beth
Went
picked
that
up a
way
scratch.
with Borderlands training from Gaul.
Scratch is one of the cards that one of the great captains, Critter, created, and it is an image of her own cat.
What are you talking about? It's Scratch from the Blind Spring Inn.
It's her cat cosplaying as Scratch.
I think you'll find that is Scratch.
Oh man! Now I want them to cast her cat as Scratch in the show. Though I want them to cast my cat as Scratch in the show, to be honest. Look at this guy. He would be a good Scratch.
He is being scratched right now.
He is.
Mask of Mirrors added to Egwene's grip. Got a lot of leadership cards in there as well. Search Party, Rally, False Trail, and a Challenge Honor. Old Tree is 2, so could go for a Rodell once Tier 3 comes around if nothing else exciting is happening. I feel like Bob's probably not going to be tryharding too much today.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing okay. He's not running away with it like he usually does. Well, he's up in he's leading in points right now, but the points this early in the game, honestly, I think just don't matter.
Agree, yeah, for the most part, unless it's like a sizable gap. But everyone's in a pack together at the minute. Yeah. Like there's no difference between the scores right now.
Pretty much until you cross like 20 points. Ooh, Bale.
If someone else is within 5 points of you, you don't have a lead.
Yeah, he gets a free Bale there. Okay, good. About to say he's got Mullane.
Very nice.
So a lot of the
military to add to the team as well. Nothing to sniff at for Nynaeve.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of the follower cards have little caveats on them that are free if blank, and Bale's is free if you have a wise one in your party. I know I say it a lot, and I'm not just saying it because James is here, because I say it all the time, but the theming of the game is fantastic. You could tell, like, someone who really knows the Wheel of Time and who is a fan of the Wheel of Time made this game. Because the theming is just spot on. Like, it's so good.
Only made it because I'm a fan of the Wheel of Time and I love it so much. So
who doesn't?
Would be a disservice to not put all that fantastic theme that Jordan gave us into
Trollocs. That is the doofiest looking Trolloc. I think it's the horn that does it for me. It's like the weird pointing forward
one inside the cave with Nynaeve when he's like turning around to look at a bubble or something. Yeah. For
those who haven't heard the story of the boudoir Trolloc pictures, on the set of the Wheel of Time television show, the stuntmen who were wearing the Trolloc costumes were unable to sit. Ooh, a Murdril popping up too. While they're in costume, they cannot sit down because of the way the legs work and everything. So on set, they had mattresses so that the stuntmen in the costumes could lay on the mattresses in between shots and takes and stuff and stay in their costumes. So like there's just some of the actors in interviews that we've done have said that they have really fun pictures on their cell phones of like Trollocs lounging on mattresses eating like food and stuff. And then we jokingly said that that they need to release like a boudoir calendar.
Oh yeah, Kevin would love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all those Trolloc nipples.
Make his year. Challenge Honor for Egwene is going to make her stealing 5 favour away, I think, from Santa, maybe there? I didn't see who it actually came from. Everyone still has a sizable stack.
I don't see anyone complaining, so I'm sure there's a lot of complaining going on in the voice shop.
Yeah. Leandrin.
Ooh.
Will Wolf Brother
Kate
take
Fleetwood.
on?
Fantastic actor.
Fantastic.
Bell and Luca. It's a great picture. Kind of looks like Doctor Strange or Robert, like Tony Stark from the comics a little bit. I love it.
I feel like it might be like an actual celebrity painted as the character. I can't think who it is though.
If it's an Ariel Burgess picture, it probably is, because she uses a lot of real people as inspiration for her characters.
I think it might be one of... I can't remember the name. Weirdly, the name of the website is actually like Third Age Art, even though it's not related to us. I can't think of the guy's name though. Is it Corey Lansel, maybe?
No idea.
Yeah, he does a lot of Wheel of Time art.
Abel.
That's the right name. Yeah, Abel Coffin getting snatched up by his son. Not sure I'd recommend that. I mean, yeah, you gotta get the men, but like leaving him alone with all these women, is that the best idea?
Oh man, moving him up there too. Kareen Nagashi. Free if
you're stepping, right? Oh, you were doing the free if he's in the apartment.
That.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's alright.
It took me a minute because I was trying to remember what her free if was rather than just reading it. That's not how roads work, added to Bob's hand.
That could really mess somebody's game up.
Yeah, personally, I'm a big fan of using it on Perrin right as it's about to hit tier 3.
Oof, man.
The other way you can use it is on Rand as he moves to Jangai Pass, but that's like less troll because it's barely going out of your way.
That's true. And Matt, if he's going up to Tarwin's Gap,
I mean, yeah,
3
that's
locations,
well,
but yeah, it's only 3 locations, but
if Perrin doesn't have like the enter the ways to get back to Emmons Field and you get it early enough in the game, you can do it when he's walking back, because especially if he's already made a slow walk, like it's just gonna set back even further.
For those who don't know, the that's not how roads work. Just makes you end up in Tarvalon, pretty much.
Yeah, no matter where you're heading, all roads lead to Tarvalon.
There are 3 types of action cards: action, battle, and reaction. Reactions will have a trigger printed on them. Battle cards are played while in battle, so while fighting a enemy, and actions are played on your turn instead of moving, for the most part.
Yeah, and sometimes they allow you to move as well if it says it on the card, or move in special ways.
Yes.
Other times they just
all of the base rules in the game pretty much have an action card that break that rule, as in most board games. There's a large variety of actions, action cards, and the followers all also have.
You might say.
Too many, one may say. Says the guy that wrote them all.
Well, not all of them. Most of them.
Okay. Most of them.
Yeah, other than the ones that Great Captains designed. But yeah.
Conservatively, 80%.
I'd say more like 98, but yeah.
I was going to say.
There's at least 500 cards in this game, and 10 Great Captain cards. So
it's another thing I say is I want to say the first 10 times I played this game, I saw at least 2 or 3 cards that I had never seen the prior time I played it. And I still occasionally see cards now that I hadn't seen before. Most of them are from
over
the tier
time,
3 deck.
honestly. I can't remember what the end count was last year, but I wasn't like doing variants last year, so it was basically just always new cards coming out. The reason I'm doing the variants this year is because there's so many cards out already. I'm struggling to add more things that are on theme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they come as I think of them, rather than like every month like it was last year. But yeah, it ended up being like 150 cards released over the course of the year last year. So
yeah, I mean, there's 2,700 named characters, but not all of them are good enough.
Sure,
I don't want to say pertinent enough to warrant their own card in the game.
Yeah, you don't want to dilute it too much. You don't want to add too much, just like stuff for the sake of stuff. Because then there's less chance of someone flipping a character like Min over or Beldon or whatever. That's actually
the balance is pretty well good.
I do my humble
Speaking
best.
of card.
Good card. How about? What was it?
Mylan.
I thought it was an Androl or something. You got me all excited.
No, I was gonna say, speaking of a card I haven't seen.
Oh,
much of.
okay.
I just didn't finish my sentence out loud because I have ADHD.
I'm pretty sure I do. I've just never been for a diagnosis or anything, so I don't want to like claim it. I'm not going to be that guy, but I have a lot of the tendencies that people exhibit.
I was funnily enough, I was diagnosed for a second time like a year ago, but when I told my mom was like, oh yeah, you got diagnosed when you were like 8. Why didn't you tell me that?
I never knew.
Yeah. And how come I never like did anything about that? And they were like, well,
maybe you were there in the room at the time. You were just hyper focused on the fish tank.
You're 100% correct. There was a stigma back in the early 90s, and I didn't want to put you on medication. Like, my school life would have been a lot better. Everyone's favorite sniffer. That's quite a chin on him, by the way. And a nose.
Quite a nose,
I mean,
too.
the nose is accurate, but he's a sniffer, but the chin, man, that's a Borderlander chin if I've ever seen.
You know why he has a chin like that, right? It's cause. It's cause. When he's sniffing for something, and like he's trying to get down low to the ground so he can sniff on a trail, he presses his chin like right flat against the ground, doesn't he? And he gets real down there, and his nose is basically touching the dog shit.
And his butt is up in the air like a basset hound in like the old Looney Tune cartoons.
Yeah, or
I'm just picturing
those
him
girls on the
face,
internet.
His face pressed into the ground, running with his face plowing into the ground. His butt up in the air, Perrin following behind him, sniffing his butt like a wolf. That's one of the porn parodies that's going to come out soon. Well, Hearn's not cast
in
yet.
August.
Yeah, the ethereal August 32nd. It'll come out.
I feel like we do a good job of covering the game without actually covering the game at all.
Hey, we cover the game.
We point at things right and then we talk some shit for a bit.
Yeah, you got to talk shit. Got to talk shit.
It's the key to commentary.
That is how I grew up playing video games and board games. Talking shit was thoroughly encouraged.
Of the game.
Yep. Unless we were playing with my friend's older brother Sean, then we were not allowed to talk shit to him, or you would get beat up.
I don't think I could play a game with someone without trolling them the entire way through.
That's fair. Though usually, actually, he wouldn't beat you up. He would beat his brother Shane up for you talking shit to him while you were beating him in the game.
Yeah, that was just like the people who I was friends with when I did have friends as a younger person. Like we just had that vibe around us. Like
so Assert Dominance was played.
Right.
Picor Ramshalan.
Yeah, taken out of
it's one male taken off Matt's team.
Yeah, like one of my mates went on to be a tattoo artist, and he was tattooing me one time. I got Live Together, Die Alone across like the top of my chest here. It's from Lost, one of my favorite shows. Well, my favorite show. But it like the whole time he was doing Live Together, Die Alone, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just writing Alan now. Yeah, Alan. Yeah, it's your mate, innit?"
Oh, it's fantastic.
And like he's under my chin, so I can't say anything.
Yeah.
In pain on a table. But
you wanted love together, die like to die things alone, like with like colors, right? DYE.
Yeah.
I would totally fuck with people if I tattooed them like that.
Live Together, Die Alan Purple.
What do we got? Turok. Who are we searching for? Andril? This is a good way to see a lot of cards getting flipped,
it's military, so.
Oh, yeah, okay. He went for military.
It's by type, yeah. So Pedron
now. Oh, yeah, okay.
The end flip there.
Yeah, I missed the.
Yeah, Guild Secrets.
Yeah. There's a card that allows you to search a deck for a specific follower. So you could say like what country they're from or what type they are, because Athenir, Aiel, whatever.
Old Treaties, that one.
Yeah, Old Treaties, that's it.
And then the Ball of the Winds as well, which lets you search anyone up.
It's the only time Bowl of the Winds is actually an interesting thing.
Right. The idea was you never know who might turn up when you're looking for the Ball of the Winds, but
yep.
I don't know if it translates thematically. Some of them work, some of them don't.
That's like an inside joke one. That's a deep cut inside joke one.
Well, Tom, would you like to handle the stream all by yourself like a big boy while I go for a spot?
Ooh, I could do that.
All right.
Does that mean I get the god powers and I can look at people's hands?
Means you get the true power. If I don't click myself again by accident. Yes,
I can look at people's hands.
Have the true power until I return.
Boy.
Is anyone tier 3 yet? Why isn't it letting me close the menu?
Oh, probably because I have the power now. All right,
oh,
let's
it's
see what
if
we got.
you close it. Okay.
I gotta close it.
Wow.
All right, so 9.
No tier 3s yet, Robin, just before I go. But Beth's close. She's on 16 attributes. So.
Yeah. She's on 16 attributes, and she's got a practicing the forms in her hand.
Oh, nice.
So she could get there. Now, if she doesn't play the practicing the forms, she's just going by choice. So let's see. What could she be doing that she isn't going to do that? I don't know. I feel like that's the move to make right now on her turn, is play that practicing the forms and hit her tier 3, which is, again, for those new players, Parents Tier 3 is when you have a cumulative 18 attribute points. I can't move the camera that James was using for the game, but the attribute points are listed on the player tableaus. Yeah, Bob also, whenever he wants, can hit tier 3 too. He has to do a little bit more than just play that one action card, but he can get there pretty simply. He doesn't have an Embracing the Source in hand. Beth is moving instead of doing the grabbing 2 more action cards. Not entirely sure. I hope she realizes that she's got the... She's right there. She's not really much help in those action cards. She's got a bunch of channeling cards in hand. Got a Gateway, Call Lightning, which could be useful, Bond Warder. She's got someone that can play the Bond Warder, but that's pretty much it. But I mean, that would be helpful for her for late game if she uses it on Kareen. All right, Wolf Brother. Wolf Brother's got a lot of stuff in hand. He's got some good battle cards, some good reaction cards. Got new recruits. Oh, you got a cut weaves sitting over there too, so that could be interesting for when someone plays. A weave up, Melindra, out on the table. Up and getting binned. 90 views in her tier 1 ability. Biodomin! I can hear Beth now squeeing for joy. It do be her favorite character, though she will not be recruiting it this turn. Over to Santa. Santa still has 1, 2, 3 male followers, needing 5 for his tier 3, but still hasn't even unlocked his tier 2 yet. Oh no, well, tier 2 is the 5, sorry. Over to Arango, playing Journey to Viridian. Going up in skill in Dazdemar. Playing RuneScape. Y'all in your damn RuneScapes. Let's see, Beth, what are you doing, girl? Went up to Lugard, still not hitting that tier 3. She's got 4 troops, not too many. She doesn't have any battle cards, so maybe she's trying to get some battle cards before she hits tier 3s, or get in position where she could take a Forsaken a bit easier. I don't know. Just the two of you that still play? No one else? No one else plays RuneScape? Just dead servers with y'all two. I wonder if Beth realized that she has that practicing the forms in her hands yet. Picked up Ramonda. Definitely doesn't have more Aes Sedai than everyone else, but all right. Let's see. Kidnapping. Oh, who we kidnapping? Kidnapped Renee Harfer from Perrin. That's a good card to be kidnapped. Cancel an action card, tier 2 or lower. I hear Beth now. Angry. Some foot stopping going on, some arms crossed. And then telling someone that no one asked you. Oh, here we go. Gowan, everyone's favorite person to hate. Gowan Trackend. Someone I hope they combine and get rid of in the show. Gowan, the worst part of Egwene's storyline in the books. Free if you're playing Egwene. Wolf Brother kind of has to decide whether or not to leave in there, but like not a big deal. Other leadership followers can play one card higher. So for those who are new again, you could see on the image that James left up, the cards have like a colored strip with a gray square kind of next to it. Those are the attribute and level that is required to play the card. So each player has their own 3 attributes and they can level up as they go. And the follower cards have built-in attributes and level. So if you as a player don't have channeling, say, but you have a follower who does, you can play a channeling card with your follower. So, you know, Perrin right now has 3 channeling cards in hand. One of them is Bond Warder. So if you were to play that on Kareen, it would level Kareen up to a level 10 channeler from level 5, which will then let him use tier 3 channeler cards, which are usually like 8, 9, and 10. One of which he has in hand right now. Call Lightning, plus 8 combat strength during a combat. Matt also hanging onto a channeling card, Arrows of Fire, but it is only a 4. Still, he cannot play it right now. Brother Zach has entered the chat. Yes, Call Lightning is a tier 2. It is just a channeling card that is useful for combat in Beth's hand right now. Beth hitting 18 finally, playing the practice forms, but she still hasn't turned over her tier 3. I don't know if she realizes that she's 18.
Yeah, it was a false
she
trial.
hasn't to Malvin yet.
I saw that just as I was coming in. It was a false trial.
Yeah. Oh, Swan Sanche. Swan and
no, she got false trialed there by Gwen. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw that. After they said no.
I'll clarifying for Robin in chat.
Oh, okay. And let me. Oh, you got it already. Or do you?
Oh, I'll do that.
I have to re-promote you, right?
No. I just have to set myself to the black claw.
There you go.
Yeah. So that Rena Halfwall was actually pretty nasty. It got stolen from Beth, right?
Yeah, right off the.
And
like,
that could have
left, pretty much.
So Bob did that as well. Bob well aware that Rena Halfwall could have been used to cancel. That's not how roads work. It's level 2 or lower. So level 0 for a neutral card can be cancelled by Rena Halfwall. So that's pretty big that he took that one away. You can make sure that now even he's already set her back by force trailing her there. He's actually got another force trail. I think he's probably going to do it again on the next turn just to be even more annoying. And then he's gonna when she does eventually try and move to Malden, he's gonna. That's not how roads work. So it's gonna be rough going for Beth for a while here.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you pull out to the lead, I guess.
Yeah. Bob now tier 3 himself, though, needs to start thinking about how he can get on with a fight. Nothing really to help him in that regard outside of a flash of steel, which isn't going to make that much combat strength.
No troops.
Does have all the information, so can find himself a fight. But
and get the Borderlander
no
training attached to Gaul.
Yeah, although that only works against Shadowstorm, so not going to be good for Forsaken.
No. But that is it. No troops in hand. Though, very like Egwene.
Yeah, Beth is getting absolutely hit targeted right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Bob does.
Yeah, it could give Wolf Brother an opportunity to sneak into the lead there because he's close behind. I would say Wolf Brother and Beth are kind of neck and neck in power.
Right?
Yeah.
His hand is real good though. Twisted redstone door frame.
Yeah.
With a cut weaves and a gateway, smooth skirts. Ilfin's not that great, but there's some power in there for sure.
Utility.
Yeah, Bailed Omen and Val and Luca as well. A lot of utility in the followers too. So yeah, healing just picked up there as well. Might be the perfect time to play it on an LVR in. In fact, he's just going to discard that one.
Then 7 Power. Powerful Dazdemar, but he's not that far behind.
Yeah, no real reason for Nynaeve to pick that one up.
Nah.
Oh, I'd have thought while I was out. So you were talking about Gawain being the worst part of Egwene's story. Don't worry, I'm not going to disagree with you. You're right. My way that I would like them to fix that is a hot take that a lot of people don't like. But I would like them to just cut Gawain.
Me too.
Or make him just Elaine's brother and first Prince of the Sword. Nothing to do with this one.
I honestly, so my theory that I've been talking about is that they will be combining Gawain and Galad into one character, cutting Galad's White Cloak story of, like, you know, the redeemable
I don't
White
like
Cloak,
that either.
but giving it to Dane Bornhold.
Right. Okay. Sure. Maybe. Well, I would like them to also cut Fael, because I don't like her.
No, I love Fael. They're not gonna. They'll never cut her.
And then we can have Pegween.
Pegween.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, like, they've already set it up, and
yeah, a little bit.
I think that if you replace their partners that they have, if you replace Fael with Egwene, and if you replace Gawain with Perrin, they have the same story arc, like, literally.
Well, they all have the same story arc, it's just different flavors.
But I mean, like, so Perrin's trying to rescue his wife all the time, and Egwene's getting kidnapped all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, instead of him rescuing his wife from the Shider, who should have been dealt with and eliminated already, you got him rescuing his wife from the White Tower.
He's with the with Gareth Bryn outside the White Tower, besieging Tarvalon. It would just like, they would have to rationalize them not going back to Two Rivers and Egwene. You know, like, there's a lot of things Perrin would do differently if, you know, his significant other wasn't with him, and Egwene couldn't be with him without majorly shifting her story, and he couldn't be with her without majorly shifting his story.
Sure. That being said, Egwene and Gawain spend most of the book separated.
Yeah. That's not Perrin, though.
No, I get what you're saying there.
Yeah.
But I feel
Perrin
like after he's saved the Two Rivers, he's pretty open to...
Yeah, he's pretty open to being able to go there.
Yeah, he could quite easily be with Egwene's army rather than being with his own army in the Shido.
Yeah.
There's no reason for...
The, slight spoilers for,
Streams
books...
Full Flows.
Yeah. Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So, it would throw a little bit of a wrench into the Perrin and Loyal saving Rand from the box and Dumai's Wells, and I really like that bit. Oops, someone getting shielded?
How does it affect that?
Because Perrin, you know, would either... Perrin goes back to Rand at that point from the Two Rivers.
Yeah.
Would he leave Egwene?
No, he wouldn't have got back to it yet. He goes to and reunites with Rand, then they have that big fake argument and he gets sent off to Mazima. At that point, instead of sending him off to Mazima and the Shido, he gets sent to, I don't know, do what Matt does, get sent to Saladar.
Yeah.
Instead of Matt,
but
maybe.
Perrin leaving Egwene to go to the Aiel Waste and him head back to the Two Rivers is just an interesting... It would be an interesting juxtaposition there. All right, Beth finally moving to Malden.
But they don't have to be together at that point.
No. It's just... I just don't see Perrin leaving her, especially going into the Aiel Waste with Rand and everything. I don't know.
No, that's not how...
Possible. It's possible. I just... we know that they've cast File, don't we? Didn't they? Wasn't there a leak on that?
No,
No, there's
so.
we know.
People thought Natasha was File.
Yeah, that is not the case.
What is Matt doing in my end? Ain't got a fucking clue, mate. It's Santa, I told you. I'm pretty sure he's playing RuneScape, one of them on her.
He's playing RuneScape.
I'm almost like 90% sure. Let me go on his Discord profile. Activity. Yep, he's got RuneScape open in another tab. He's been playing Third Age for an hour and 32 minutes. He's been playing RuneScape for an hour and 41.
That's hilarious. He's still winning though. Yeah. Still up there.
I mean, is he?
Well, I mean, he's in the lead. He's in the, like, I would say Beth.
We're an hour and 15 minutes into the game, and he's still tier 1.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he still needs 2 men as well. It's not like he's one off. I'd say he's doing pretty god awful if I'm keeping it real.
My bad. I was looking at Bob, and not.
Oh, yeah, no, Bob's doing great. Bob's doing Bob things.
I was looking at Bob.
Actually, didn't go for the "that's not how roads work" though that we're expecting.
Yeah.
He'd draw himself a bossy braid tugger though. That will be one he can use to set Nynaeve back a couple of turns later on.
Satellanon out. Free for 4
channel and higher.
Wolf Butler. Another fun image of Satellanon. I like that one.
You're getting jealous. What are you talking about, Zach? I've got RuneScape open too.
I was about to say.
League Games is actually like the only time I ever close it. Otherwise, it's always open in the background, pretty much.
Ludra. Thematically, Matt should. There you go.
See, that's one that I bet the theme is lost on you. Because it's like...
Hold on. So she's... Choose one player to lose a troop when exhausted. Yep, nope.
It's a stray firework.
Okay, alright, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes when you explode things, there's someone nearby.
Random person, within a few hundred feet may die.
Exactly.
That's fair. Ardor Hawkwing being used and discarded. Or just discarded? I missed that.
It might be a disarm, maybe. This is a giant Laris reminder over here. Don't know how long that's been there.
It's fantastic, though.
Love it.
Part of me wants to design a card as a Terangrial that is Laris's wooden spoon.
Pretty sure it's not a Terangrial, though.
Yeah, obviously. But in my mind, it 100% could be.
Could be a sex toy.
Ooh. I mean, it doesn't even need really anything done to it.
No.
Just to need to make sure it's, nice and sanded, nice and smooth. No one wants splinters.
Charge drawn for 9 Nynaeve.
Nice.
Does have 6 on the bale to play it, so that could be some extra combat strength.
7 combat strength showing on the board.
There is a Mashdown in Bob's hand.
Darkhound pack.
Like he's gonna want them. And there is a tier 2 channeler in the tavern row as well now, actually. So Nynaeve does have a path towards her tier 3.
Tier 3.
Just needs to push that down further. I think they got discarded with listening to the wind. Instead, going to come across the Interstat villagers. So they are 12 CS. Because they are not attached.
Yes, another fun bit of theming there.
Yeah, that's one of my favourite ones that I designed, like, in the last year or so. Yeah. if you lose, then they drag you in, and you have to fight them every night for the rest of your life. Which is forever, by the way, because you can't die for good. You can die. You can have the pain of death.
But then you come back.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the little hinder snap bit that they did. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was fun.
I didn't like it until I saw how it came back in the last battle, and then I loved it.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Because at the time, I was like, this is just another goofy little side story that has nothing to do with anything. But then, like, yeah, when it got used in the last battle, I was like, oh shit, this is so smart.
Yeah, classic fucking Brandon right there. Wolf Brother is rolling in the dough over there.
He is kind of stacked up right now. Looks like a coercion was coming out. I'm not sure on the target, but it got smooth skirts anyway.
It did. Who would he be going for?
I think he had 3, so maybe Bale Doman. I think X was 3. That would make sense. It's a man as well.
Yeah. Perrin heading into Jangai.
Interesting. See what Beth finds for herself there. Decent hand, actually. Got a gateway and a Call Lightning that Karenni can play, along with an old treat is fighting dirty and an unfolding the fan. And now a dragon team to go with it is going to make sure that she can top off the military levels, get some extra combat strength for.
Yeah, she's right, and I think she's set up to be able to fight a Forsaken now too, pretty well. As soon as Kareen comes off cooldown there.
20, 25. Yeah, you do have to throw away the Karenni though.
Yeah.
Because of the Call Lightning. If you do it with Call Lightning.
Because it exhausts her when she plays it.
Yeah.
Karenni, Call Lightning will force you to discard your exhausted channelers.
Followers. All followers.
Or followers, not channelers.
Yeah, anyone who's exhausted gets hit with lightning.
I was reading channeling as I said that, because there are 3 channeling followers on the Tavern Row right now.
Welcome in.
I think I haven't seen an Elaine follower. I don't think I've ever seen her come up.
Is she
tier 3?
She is.
Okay. It's tier 3 cards that I've seen the least of, I would say, probably.
It makes sense, right? It's the portion of the game you spend the least amount of time in.
Yeah. Not that that's a complaint. It's great that I've gone against my normal thing of looking at all of the cards in a game when I play board games. Like, I usually like to just be surprised and I don't go and look at everything. But, you know, seeing as we're playing this competitively, that kind of puts you at a disadvantage.
Yeah, knowing your options definitely helps if you're planning to be a factor.
Also, just knowing what other players might have. You could spot, you know, strategies and stuff. Wolf Brother making another decision over here.
Probably trying to figure out if there's any way he can easily get that Avienda into the discard pile. Can't think of one off the top of my head. I think you just have to keep it pushing.
I think Nynaeve is the character I've played the least. I'm going to try my next game playing Nynaeve or Goyen.
She's the character with the most variance. Either things go very bad or things go very good, usually. There's not much middle ground with Nynaeve.
I like Matt a lot. What's up, buddy? He just meowed in his sleep.
Yeah, being able to make use of cards like All Trees or locations like Jangai Pass as well definitely is a relevant factor, because those are some of the most powerful effects in the game. So knowing the cards you're looking for, and just as we say, Wolfer picks one of those up from the discard pile. All Trees going into his hand, going to make sure he can find himself a channeler rather than all this bollocking around.
There are several cards also that knowing what cards are in the decks is super beneficial. Ooh, Mad Hatch popping up. Snapping him up real quick.
Favorite? Excuse me. It's Snatch the Hatch.
Snatching the Hatch.
Yeah.
Everyone's playing
You don't
Snatch the Hatch.
snap up a hatch. You snatch the hatch.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I don't know what I was thinking. That's just a failure, all in all, on my part. I like how Matt has so much kind of weird little utility that you can have with his ability to exhaust his own followers, kind of like whenever he wants. The fun chains that you can make with that.
Yeah, it's certainly, he makes use of followers more than anybody else. Right now, though, we've got a Mashadar coming out from Bob.
Ooh,
that's gonna make
all players discard their hands.
Everybody discard.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything anyone can do about
it. Smooth skirts or well-turned calf is pretty much the only thing, right?
Warded conversation would work.
Warded conversation, okay.
Yeah, that's a Mashadar.
Oof, man. I think it's the first time I've ever seen it successfully played.
Jeez. Everyone back to square zero.
Man, I think that hurts. That might hurt Beth. I don't want to say the most, but it does significantly.
She has the best hand, I think.
Yeah, she had a great hand.
I mean, Nynaeve's hand wasn't bad either, but I think Beth had a better hand.
In fact, let me go look at her face on YouTube. And oh no, she's not streaming. I forgot. She's not streaming this morning.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna go see if she was making a face.
I'm just gonna go run to the bathroom and grab a drink. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, have at it. Look at all of those cards. There you go, Mask of Mirrors. So if any new players tuned in recently, so someone played Mashadar, the evil fog of Shadar Logoth. It forces all players to discard their entire hands, including the person who played it. It is truly a chaotic card, as the light-blinded fool in chat said. Let the Lord of Chaos rule. That is gonna... Oof, that is a rough play right there, right off the bat. Oh man, that hurts. That's gonna add probably 2 or 3 turns to the game, 4 turns to the game now. Everyone's gonna have to go get cards again. Is anyone set up well to grab cards? Nynaeve's over near Arangel. Matt's kind of near it too. No one's near Qatar. Perrin is the furthest away from drawing significant amounts of cards at this point. Oh no, he's one move away from Arangel. There you go. Let's see, what's Matt gonna do? Matt's still tier 1. Still trying to get 5 male followers to hit tier 2. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Tower of Genji out of the discard. Going over to Beth. Beth is... Tower Genji. Oh, they were just showing what the Tower Genji does. Okay. Beth moving down to Jangai Pass, looking for a tier 2, probably military card. Yep. Oh, replace that dragon team she lost. That's not bad. That's a pretty good pull for her. So that's good. Tapping Swan Sanche. Pulling Arrows of Fire. Everyone's gonna have to build up their hands again for another 2 or 3 turns. Except for Nynaeve, she's probably doing the best with hand size. I don't know what she's got. And pulling out an old treatise. Over to Matt. Let's see, is Matt going to try to get a character follower here? Going down to tier. What are we doing? What are we going to do, Matt? Matt is going to the tower. Recruit any follower. There we go. Matt's finally going to hit tier 2, it looks like. On the discard pile. Who's he?
Going?
What's up?
How's the recovery going?
Pretty good. Beth pulled the dragon team first
Nice.
turn after Mashadar, so that was good. Matt finally hit tier 2. Played tower a Genji, grabbed a Hartha, it looked like. Or yeah, Hartha.
I think if I'm Beth, I want to jump to Ad and Merc and pick up the other dragon team.
Yeah. Having both of those dragon teams in
I mean, there's
is-
probably better stuff, to be fair, but...
check the weave discard pile real quick. Make sure there's not. I thought I saw an extra card get thrown in there by accident. That wasn't a weave.
No, the all weaves in here. There is that Call
Okay.
Lightning.
There were so many cards on the table a minute ago when they were going.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, makes sense.
Pulling another dragon team. There you go. Did exactly that.
Yeah, because
That's got
the thing
two.
is, now she basically has base 20 for the rest of the game in villages.
Yep.
So, like, any troops on top of that?
It's just gravy.
Yeah. I mean, she can kill anything in the game if she has 16 troops. And no cancels to worry about. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure she knows most of the cards in the game right now.
Yeah. She's set up to kill
Because
most of the
Master
Forsaken.
Dar. Arrows of Fire and Call Lightning for Bob, though. Not a bad haul for him. After clearing everyone's hand out. And look at these 4, all gathered there in Haddonmerk.
Yeah. Everyone went
Desperate
right
to
Haddonmerk.
recover some of the losses from Mashadar.
Yeah. Everyone went straight there. Harrenmerk, Arangel. Harrenmerk, Arangel.
What else do you do after a Mashadar gets played?
Yeah. What was that about?
1 cancel to worry about? 3 cancel?
Well, further flipped over tier 2 character card and put it
Oh, he's
back.
playing an old treatise, so I'm guessing he was about to start flipping and then someone said just search.
Okay.
He made it clear, and there was only 1. I'm guessing he's gone for Andro, probably. That or Elida.
Andros.
Either way, they're the only people of that nationality, so... Oh.
Oh, okay.
Gildanin. Hey, oh no, Mirandian.
Yeah, I was about to. When you reveal a character, you mean.
So that's Elida.
I gotcha.
Oh, wow.
Alright. Okay. Alright.
So every time, usually, Mirandian is Elida, I totally didn't even realise that there was another one in there. Apparently there is. But it's still safe for Nynaeve to do.
Yeah.
Does have to flip the follow-up, though, after discarding
Yeah.
that one. It's Katarine Al-Ruddin. Shouldn't
10
be a
combat
problem.
strength.
Got frozen in air, so can just get out of that one. Does still have to lose the troops, mind, but doesn't have to
Yeah.
discard a follower, and
He's already at 10 challenge.
does get to draw an action.
Bob over there at 10 all in all his attributes.
Well, that's a Gwen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get a new poll going there. Careful prep to draw for Nynaeve, could be interesting. Arrows of Fire right now, a juicy target to cancel. Yeah, she's 8 channel and Robin, though the cost is different to Elida.
What's our runtime now? Just close to 2 hours?
Oh, we're at an hour and a half. You need a break or something?
No, I was just gauging off of the game from yesterday and where they're at today.
Yeah, we're an hour.
And with that Mashadar play, that definitely added like 2 or 3 turns to the game.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I definitely did a dusty poll there.
A dusty poll.
I put 2 9-eves in and no go in. But no one wanted to vote for Bob anyway, so that's fine. That was accidental.
It was deliberate. It was deliberate.
Vote for Wolf Brother. If Kayla's still here, she's gonna be torn not knowing which 9-eve to vote for.
Alright, Beth, what are you gonna do?
Aaron Gill.
There we go, grabbing 2.
It's a mashing shin and an exposed weakness. So
Okay. Not the best.
Aggressively subpar. On the other hand, for Gwen, that's a fall of light and a misdirection. So yeah, she can take someone else's turn and she can gain 9 points from her followers.
Yeah. I don't think we've even turned a tier 3 follower yet, or tier 3 character card yet.
No, I'm not sure we have. I'm not sure there has been a tier 3 flipped. Maybe they don't want to finish the game. I don't know.
They're just having too much fun.
Who has fun playing games? That's not what games are for.
Well, Santa is playing
two at once.
RuneScape, so
Yeah.
he's having fun at least.
I mean, I have no doubt he's AFKing. Like, he's not doing anything that requires his maximum attention, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've played RuneScape while playing Third Age before, but like a casual game, not a league game.
Yeah. My go-to mind-numbing game is Minecraft. I like to just build things, and it's a good zone-out game. It's my I've been having a tough day today. I'm gonna go build things in Minecraft for a little while.
I recommended a game to Beth. I actually gifted it to her on Steam, but she hasn't played it on stream yet. So if you're watching this,
what
Beth,
is it?
I'm on to you about that. Equilinox. It is a weird little habitat ecosystem simulator. That's all like low poly, and yeah, you basically you start off with one type of plant, and then it attracts animals, and then you can make more of the animals, but you have to satisfy them with the right biomes and whatnot, and it's a very cute, nice game. I'll type it to you if you want, because it's a weird word.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like
Totally
a 10
not
on
sponsored
Steam.
by Equilinox.
It's very chill.
Yeah, I love those. I was thinking about doing my own little cozy gaming stream for the mornings during the week when no one's doing anything and people are just kind of being on their computers working.
Well, hey, if you play Equilinox, let me know, man. I can watch that. It's been a couple of years since I played it, but it's definitely a fun little cute one.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out after the stream for sure. I love those little cozy games. I played a lot of those.
Yeah, it's definitely a cozy game. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Minecraft has combat and stuff in it, but to me, that's a cozy game because
for sure. The music and everything. It's
yeah. And one of the first things I do is make sure that I don't get into combat with anything.
I mean, you can play peaceful mode.
Yeah, no. I like the added bit of having to spawn proof stuff and things like that.
When I was a teenager, guessing I was probably like 15, 16, I began building Tavlon in Minecraft.
In Minecraft?
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing that myself, actually, for a stream.
It's too big.
It's huge. It's very huge.
Yeah, if you, like, I was using, like, the proper map, and I was trying to do it to scale, and, like, just drawing a line from one end of the city to another in blocks took, like, a day for how long it had to be.
It's a lot of content, though.
I mean, sure. Sure. It's a lot of placing white blocks.
Yeah, yeah. Valheim is another game like that I like to play.
Haven't seen that one.
That game is a little bit. It's another survival, open world, crafting, building game, but it's a little bit more high res than Minecraft, though still kind of low poly. It's weird. The graphics are interesting. They're unique. I like them. It's Nordic themed, and it's a little bit more. The base combat stuff is similar to Minecraft in the sense of there's, you know, a dozen or so different creatures that you fight, and they're easily avoidable and stuff like that.
See, the combat in RuneScape is you click the thing and then you both punch each other until one of you dies. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Like I'm exaggerating. The high level combat, there's a lot going on. You know, there's a lot of reactions and stuff. But because it's a point and click game, like it never feels like I don't know. You feel under pressure, I guess. It's just not the same as when you're in like a first-person game and you turn around and there's a creeper there. You know what I mean? Like you're looking from a top-down view. You're never surprised by something.
Yeah. You hear the...
Twisted redstone door frame being picked up by Wolf over there in Haddonburg.
How many troops does Matt have? Matt's got 10 troops on the board. Only one card in hand.
Yeah, it's a disarming strike.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit before he gets to tier 3.
I mean, not really. Pretty sure he can get there this turn.
He has to beat somebody by 10, no?
Yeah, but Katarine's in the row. And he's on 13. You can get an extra 2 at tier. That'll put him on 15. Disarming Strike makes 4. That's 19. And then Heartha makes 1.
I forgot what Disarming Strike did.
-4 to an enemy's combat strength.
Got it.
So, yeah. He can get 20 this turn. With the Heartha. Looks like he's looking hand and merc, though.
He's got some good followers now.
Like, a Mashadar actually puts him in a decent position if he's tier 3, but everyone else has kind of recovered from the Mashadar by now, so...
Charge.
Oh, maybe he'd already moved to Haddonmerk. I thought he was in Haddonmerk at the start of the turn. My bad.
Yeah, he
next turn he could get there if Katarine's still in the row. Backflip for Beth. She's gonna go
another fun card.
Back. Very powerful card too. Weaves and a blood knife ring the draws.
Nice, nice.
Big summer blowout.
Backflip, of course, allowing you to move to one location and then backflip back to the prior location. Activating both locations. Pulling out a power wrought weapon. I don't know if it, now y'all can't see my cat giving himself a bath right now, but he's giving himself a bath.
Is the rewarded conversation in the discard pile? There. Is not.
Did somebody pick up the cut weaves that was in there though?
No, there's a cut weaves in there. I'm not sure why they were asking about the rewarded conversation. Oh, I guess because misdirection.
Yeah.
We shouldn't know about the misdirection, I don't think. Picking up a cut weaves in a gateway with the tier 3.
Mm-hmm. Sitting at 9 combat strength on the board.
The bossy bread tugger went with Mashadar, so that's in the discard pile. Great hand for Beth now. She's definitely ready to start looking for a fight. And it looks like Santa is going for that Katarine play that I mentioned. How he will kill her though, don't know. He's
a couple of options.
15 at the minute. I'd rather not spend the charge. But if he's forgotten about Hartha, then he may think he has to.
Disarming.
That one's actually going to get careful prepped by 90. Cancelled. So fighting dirty in a Gwyn's hand as well. She has access to it with the assist. Will it get cancelled here? Is fighting dirty going to happen on Katarine?
I wouldn't cancel that.
No, who cares?
Yeah, Matt's so far behind at this point.
Yeah. Oh, Pop's going for it. Of course he is.
Yeah.
Rizal
Trolly motherfucker.
Assist. Can Tavir to do that one, or the other way around?
Beth sitting on her cards this turn will help, for sure.
Beth should immediately look for a fight.
Yeah,
like immediately.
Because now those are gone. Yeah, all those cancels are gone except for the cut
she
weaves.
Has a very strong hand.
Yeah. Yep, this should be her flipping all over tier 3s right now.
She should probably jump over to 4 kings.
4 kings, Falm.
Well, I would usually say Falm because of the action, but in this case I say 4 kings because if you miss in your 2 flips, you can move to Whitebridge and still flip in a village the turn after still.
That's true.
Whereas if you go to Falmer, like Bandariban, you're not as likely to be able to flip there, so I think 4 kings is the play here.
Good
two
point.
chances, and then if those fail,
3.
you get another chance. On the
3 with 4 kings, because you get two of the... Here we go.
2. You get 2.
Well, you get two flips in 4 kings and then 1 in Whitebridge.
Yeah, the turn after.
Yeah.
First one was a miss, though.
Here we go. Let's see what do we got. Flip it. Oh, Herod fell. Does anyone have men? I don't think I saw men come out. No,
I haven't seen this game.
No mins.
Well, that is unfortunate for Beth. Gives everyone a turn to have a chance to draw some cancels, but
that is where you start. That's where you get a little frustrated when you're playing any game. Like when it comes down to just turning over a card or rolling a die, and there's really nothing you can plan for at that point. You just gotta hope.
I mean, there is always ways around it, though, right? Like, you can go play in all the information, which is in the discard pile right now. Yeah.
And all the information allows you to search, right?
You get to look at the top 4 and
and then pick one and put them back in any order.
Yeah, any order. Yeah, top 4 of a single character deck. Spy Network does the same thing, but for all of the character decks. Follow the thread. Hunt them down. There's plenty of options to find.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of options. It's just when you get to the point of where your option is hope and flip cards.
Sometimes those are the most crucial moments, though, and sometimes
Yeah.
those are the ones with the biggest payoff when they come through. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the only thing I could possibly do here is fight this exact one Forsaken that I can take,
Yep.
and it'll give me the 1 point over the edge that I need, and it only works if the Void goes through and draws me a Blood Knife ring alongside alongside the Arrows of Fire that's also in the discard pile.
Those are the best moments. Those are the best.
When everything just comes together in one big smash of kablowie.
Yep. Coming back around to Beth again. Let's see if we get a Forsaken.
She's certainly gonna try. Santa now gonna
She'll
be looking
be
for
at
a way to
17.
a tier 3 fight. Gonna pick that charge up.
Yeah.
Puts him at 11, 19,
So here
plus
we go.
10 from his followers and 1 from Hartha, so he could be at 30 pretty easily.
She did not draw a troop yet.
Oh,
Remind her to draw a troop. Oop, Bilal. She didn't draw a troop for going to the village.
she doesn't have to yet. She can get it later in the turn.
That's true. All right, so Bilal, 24 combat strength, ignores players with less than 5 military if you choose, but...
I mean, she's on 26, so...
Yeah.
Lol is toast, and that is the first Forsaken of the game down.
Nice. Now she picks up the troop. There you go. Good call, good call, good call, good call. She didn't need it.
Yeah, and now she has 1 left after the
And now
fight
she has
still.
1 troop. Yep.
Which is important, because she does have a power up weapons in hand, so the more troops she can preserve, the better, because
Oh, yeah.
she'll get double value out of every single one of them.
Absolutely.
A
Nice,
misdirection
nice,
coming
nice.
from Bob now. Wonder who he's going to target with this one.
Yep.
It's going on Perrin. Oh dear, oh
Gee.
dear.
That is one of the most cutthroat cards, I feel like, in
For sure.
in the game.
You can thank Icicle for unofficially designing that one.
Oof. That is a cutthroat card, man. That got used on Beth a couple of weeks ago in a game that we were playing, and ooh man, that just destroyed her entire
She's
game.
having flashbacks right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think Robin played it on her too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Robin.
Wolf. Deathgate for Wolf there, picked up at Drangai Pass.
Yeah, that's nice.
Very important.
Matt severely hampered from his tier 3 quest.
Yeah,
Those
not getting the Katarine is a big setback for him.
Yep.
If he'd hit tier 3 there, he'd be in a much better position. Does have the charge in hand to help him get there, but...
Nothing on the board right now. He's pretty far away from Tarwin's Gap.
Miles away, yeah. He'd need like a gateway or something.
Disarming Strike going back into his hand.
Saving Grace, he does have Avienda, so if this Blood Knife Ring of Beth's comes out, which you have to imagine it's going to in a second in the misdirection, then he can pick that back up again with Avienda.
Of course, because Avienda could pull Terangriel from the discard pile as her ability.
Mm-hmm.
Thematically, very well done. Again.
Yeah, I don't feel like that misdirection was the best timed. It does help that she didn't like spend anything in that fight, so she does still have tools in hand that Bob can get rid of. That being said, like some of the tools are dragon teams. Wow.
Don't flip the cards.
Discard.
Yeah, but
Or Bellon.
oh my god. That's even worse. Oh man.
She was in Whitebridge. Oh.
Yeah.
So he just discards everything and draws tier 1, so he doesn't have to think about it.
Oh my god, the two
He
dragons.
could have used like a blood knife ring though, and like.
Yeah, I feel like this is the stronger play. The two dragon teams.
Wait, no, he has the eyes and ears. That is disgusting. That's the dirtiest thing I've ever seen.
That is literally the dirtiest move I've ever seen somebody do in this game. Like that's top tier. He kicked him out of the game. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh my god.
I'm actually speechless. Even for Bob, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god. Oh,
discarded a handful of great cards and picked up for himself a handful of great cards. Gotta find the answers, a Blossoms of Fire, a Sorrowful Execution, a Reserve Forces, Last Stand, Hunt them down, Follow the Thread.
Oh man, how many cards did he discard? Like 5, I think? 6? Oh, Jesus. It's a good play. It's a really good play. It's just filthy dirty.
Savage.
Completely savage. Oh man.
Only Bob.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the honestly, that probably is the best play. I mean, like using it on Nynaeve could have been equally, good at that point because Nynaeve is close to fighting another Forsaken, where Beth, I mean, she had such good cards. Like she was only close to fighting another Forsaken because of the cards in her hand, and now she's set back to 0 again. 6 combat strength is pretty much all she's got right now. Oh my god. She had Icicle. She had 2 dragon teams in her hand.
And power rot weapon, a blood knife ring, and some other stuff on top. It was very good.
Yeah. Oh god. So fucking dirty. I think that spot's clean. Shit. Cat's been licking the same spot for like 10 minutes.
They're just fighting with me about how strong the card is now. Did I not make it delete after use?
Remove from game after play, yeah. Probably a good idea. Being able to do that twice in a row would...
Yeah, I didn't realize that it wasn't a delete after
would
use.
End somebody's game. Would for sure just end the game.
I mean, but the thing is, at what point are you just wasting your own time?
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Like, Bob could just go and kill a bunch of Forsaken right now. If he goes back and gets another misdirection.
The only time I feel like it could be pertinent to do that would be to force, like if there's a Forsaken on the board, force, like, and a person is so far ahead of you, forcing them to bounce off it and lose a bunch of points, if it's like Demandred or something, it would be that's pretty much the only time it would be useful. If you can bounce somebody off a Forsaken that's going to force them to lose points to put you in a better position to beat them. But yeah, other than that, it would be an amazing comeback if that is the play somebody did. Oof.
I'm still reeling from that.
Me too.
That hit
so
heavy.
Rough. Oh god, so rough. I could just feel. She went AFK. I don't blame her. I wonder if she went to get a drink.
Quite possibly.
She got screwed. Yeah, she went to go get mommy juice after that ass at her. You fuckhead. I can't stand. I called it. I called it. Oh my god, she needed that. Yeah. Oh man, that was rough. God. I think that is the most cutthroat card in this game. Gotta be, right?
I mean, it wasn't just the one card, though.
I know.
It was like three things lining up at the same time.
Oh my god. The move to Barrelon and then the I forgot what the other one was, but the one that draws you the card. Yeah,
when another player has a set of draws, you get that set of draws instead. So, like, that combined with Barrelon's redraw. I've seen that happen a few times before with nasty eyes and ears that take a Barrelon redraw, but never seen somebody walk into
combine it with the misdirection like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Depending on how you want to adapt that misdirection, another way that you could neuter it a bit would be to, instead of take control of another player, you can reword it to become that player for their turn.
Oh.
So that cards that say,
but it's no fun at all. The hell?
Yeah.
It ruins the card.
Yeah.
No, misdirection is fine. At the end of the day, you need 10 levels in Daystamar to play it. And if you're at a 10 level, you need to be rewarded for that. You need something powerful, like a Blossoms of Fire.
I agree. I don't think it's too overpowered. I also didn't get fucked by it really hard though, so
No level 10 card can be overpowered, because it's the highest level of power that a card can have in the game.
That's true. Very true. What is Bob gonna do? Gotta go searching for Forsaken now.
A neutral hand on neutral card, on the other hand, can very easily be overpowered.
Seize and destroy. You may combine the levels of multiple characters to raise above 10. Steal any X combination. Interesting. Remove this card from the game after use, so it shouldn't be in the discard pile, right?
It just got discarded.
It got discarded. He didn't play it. Okay.
Lanfear coming out for Wolf Brother.
25 combat strength.
Should be no problem at all. Got the Blossoms on a Death Gate.
They also decided Mashadar needs to be a delete after use as well. They said in chat. Glad you decided to agree on that.
Blossoms of Fire will cut Lanfear in half. She's going to be 13 now. Still need 2 more combat strength. Now have to be the Death Gate.
Yeah.
Not the most ideal pair to throw, but no one can get to Haddon Merc on this next turn. So she can go to Arangil and pick both of them back up next turn if nobody else does somewhat spicy.
Yeah.
Bob's got too many cards for me to figure out what spicy he can do. I also think he's probably not going to pick on Beth again for the rest of the game because...
yeah. I mean, he doesn't even really need to.
He has been literally the entire game. He's been ragging her.
Yeah, well, I mean...
From down in Lugard and Malden, and then, like, this as well.
She was easily his biggest threat for up until now, only because he's so thoroughly destroyed.
And he spent so much time focusing on her that now Wolfram was in the lead.
Yep, that was exactly the risk there.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Bob has a very strong hand. He could quite easily just kill a Forsaken, but we haven't seen him do that. So until he does, other people are catching up and even potentially getting ahead.
The other good move for him would have been to play that same misdirection on Nynaeve, but the combination of the misdirection and the eyes and ears and Barrelon, it had to be Beth.
Weirdly, he could have actually done it to Nynaeve as well, but he didn't know that at the time. She did have a gateway in hand, so he could have done the same thing. Granted, it wouldn't have been as many cards drawn. Nynaeve only had like 4 or 5 cards in hand at the time, and minus the gateway, it wouldn't have been as much value for him. And like I say, he didn't know about the existence of the gateway anyway, so...
Yeah.
But he could have actually done it if he had misdirected it. Blackfoot there. Going into Beth's hand.
Definitely gonna need a shower after this game. How dirty that was.
Follow the thread now for Bob. He will be looking for a fight. Gets a look at 7 cards. Pretty impossible not to find a Forsaken in 7.
Oh, that's cool. You can search specifically the top 7 cards.
Yes. It's useful when you're reordering and stuff as well.
Can you also see what he's seeing, or?
I can. I can see 6 followers right here. I don't know what that card that he separated is. It's a Balthamel.
Ooh.
Wow. Actually 6 followers. That is rough. The only one he had access to is a Balthamel, and this is going to backfire, because now he kills a Balthamel, and he's still got a handful of gas, but there's nothing else coming.
For a while.
Yeah. Which means that this handful of gas is going to sit here gathering dust.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he knows that there's nothing else coming gives him the ability to,
it gives him time, but time's not what he needs right now.
No, he needs to kill another Forsaken. But at least, I mean, unless someone else has a...
He was just behind Perrin before that, and now he's barely ahead. Like, Balthamel's so small that him being the only option there is actually really killer.
Yep. And you said the that other follower or the other character card search is in the discard pile still? All the information, I think.
Yeah, but that only goes 4 deep. So
that only goes 4 deep. Yeah, but the others don't know that, so that could.
Oh, someone else picks one up.
Yeah. Like that could be the move.
I would go for a hunt them down.
Hunt them down. Okay.
Yeah, it goes for the next fight. 9 military
Is that in
just
there?
finds the next fight. Yeah. There's one in there.
Okay. So at least
because put it this way, right? You know, Bob's got a nuts hand. He just looked at 7 cards and pulled out a Balthamel. Do you think there's another Forsaken in those cards?
That's fair. That's fair. As the other players, depending on how educated you are in the cards in the game, you should know that he pulled his best option out of there. And if Balthamel is his best option, there's probably not another.
Yeah. That or the other one is like Megideon, and who the fuck cares?
Yeah. Is the Mogideon the one that makes you lose all your favor too when she's revealed?
No, that's Masana.
Masana. Okay. How many Forsaken are there? Because I know there's, you have different versions of some of them, like, Morden and Ishamael and Steindane and Lanfear.
There's 15.
Okay.
Plus the reincarnations, which is another 5. Yeah, I think there's 20 out of 50.
Okay.
Sorry, no, there might be 14, because then Shaidar Haran. Yeah, because there's 13 Forsaken, plus Mazrim Taim, plus Shaidar Haran, plus the 5 transmigrations.
Yeah. I guess the only other thing that could have been in that top 7, if I was another player, would have been Shaidar Haran.
He could have taken that easily. Like,
could he have? Okay.
Easily. I mean, they don't know that.
How many troops he had? Yeah, they don't know that.
Well, he had 16 troops, and
yeah,
he's got arrows and cold lightning that they know about, and then blossoms that they don't.
Yeah, I was thinking in terms of another player, like.
Yeah, no, he had well
over 35. Yeah. I really like the character art for Shaidar Haran too. It's a good character art. Or card art, I mean.
Yeah, I can't remember where I pulled that one from. Somewhere on Google Images. Scratch getting used to go on top of the deck and be a slight bother. Looks like Wolf Brothers pulling a blood knife ring from Hadam Merc.
Beth's blood knife ring, which I'm sure she's reminding them of.
Would have liked to see Santa pick that up with the Avienda, but he's trash. Does have a ball of the winds in his hand. Looks like he's heading towards Tywin's Gap. No, he's going to Tavallon. Yeah, he could have picked that blood knife ring up. Is there a second one? Or am I misremembering? If there's a second one,
I think that's the only one, yeah.
Or he could pick up a Twisted Redstone Door for him.
Mm-hmm.
Go cash that in. Maybe he's wondering about having the scratch. I think he is going to take the scratch as his action.
You have to pay to recruit it still?
Yeah. It's just like revealing a character once it's revealed.
Oof. That's...
It was actually really interesting during the traits variant, because if you had 2 Rivers trait, it basically means that you get a discount of 1/1 on your trait, and everyone else gets has to pay that extra to recruit them. So for you, Scratch costed 1 coin if you were 2 Rivers, and for everyone else it costed 3 and 1. So you put him on top of the deck, and then they reveal him and go, I'm not paying 3 coins in a favour for Scratch. Then he goes back in the tavern room, and you buy him again and put him back on top of the deck.
Oh man, yeah,
it was great.
That is a good
Scratch was OP in traits.
Chain ability there.
Herod Felgun.
Matt, exhausting tons of troops, tons of followers, doing all kinds of little actions. Matt's a good pairing Matt up with a lot of White Cloak followers, since a lot of the White Cloak followers have like those when exhausted abilities, is a lot of fun.
Yeah, anyone that has when exhausted is good.
There
I think
are
you're
some
thinking of
fun
it as an
ones.
hour that lets you draw a card when a White Cloak's exhausted.
Yeah, Radam Asana. I had like four White Cloak followers, Radam Asanawa, and somebody else in like one of the games I was playing with Matt, and so Beth was frustrated every time I did the exhausting thing, because it would take like 5 minutes because I had to do.
Oh no, I don't worry. We saw that in traits when that variant was a thing. We know what that. I've seen it. I know how crazy it can get.
It's so much fun, though. That's why I like Matt. The different combinations you
Beth
can get.
Did rotate her tier 1.
She did. Why? Nobody knows. did she mean to rotate Wolf Dream and she rotated her tier 1? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's because she's spun around. She's usually in the other spot, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I don't blame you for mentally checking out.
Looks like a forgotten term that's just got played, maybe.
I'm trying to, maybe she can grab those 2 dragon teams again if she wanted.
Still want them out. I think the other one's in Bob's hand right now.
Which would just add insult to injury for her. Where's my other dragon team? Then Bob says, oh, I have it.
No, he has one, whether it's the same one or not. I can't remember if it's 3 in the game or just 2. Reserve Forces was what she took. So it would be a nice one to be able to play. Still a couple of military levels away, but not hard to get those with Dragon Team, and she's next to tier. Could always buy one on the next turn. Fight some at random. Play Dragon Team. Reserve Forces the turn after.
Fair enough.
Bob picks up the Void and Compulsion at Arangil. And Wolf Brother has recharged now, got the Blossoms and Deathgate, still got a Gateway and a Cutweaves as well as a bit of protection, so he could quite easily find a decent fight now if he has a way to get rid of the 6 non-fights on top of the deck. Although I suppose it's 5 because Bear's been flipped.
Yeah.
Although we don't know what's under that, could be 6.
At least 5 left.
Oh, there's another one. Should have recruited Bear. Someone has Mullane, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he has Mullane.
And he didn't take it.
You got in the wrong order. You could have got the Bear for free and then got the free Abbeys. I don't know if I've ever actually seen somebody have all 3. I kind of want to see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, discard it. Yeah. Then you could recruit it when you got the Bear.
Little Landman Dragron action.
I did that. Pay him in food. You can eat that booty like groceries.
Looks like... Oh, yeah. I mean, every day of the week. He's only got 1 Borderlander. Right? Just 1. That's Tatal.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, 2 with Lamb.
Well, 2 with Lamb now, yeah.
Yeah, I would have used the paid in food for sure. To reduce the cost. Draw a card, but... Best of the best for Santa. Reaction that cancels a reaction. Needs a great captain to play it though. He is not in possession of one of those. I feel like I saw Pedro Nile at some point in this game, but I don't know where he went.
Yeah, he's in the discard pile.
Alright.
That was a couple turns ago.
I feel like there's a Bashir maybe in those top 6 as well. And there it is! There is a Bashir. It's been chugged through. These are like actually going now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we know 2 more followers.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Before.
Yeah, it's 2. Yeah.
There's 2 more kills left to happen this game.
Yeah,
so
there's Pedro.
I feel like it's gonna come through. Like as soon as these followers get cleaned out of the way, those kills are gonna come through quick. Like, pretty much everybody's digging now.
Yep.
Bob playing a compulsion?
Oof, who's he playing it on?
Lan.
Nynaeve taking Landman Dragaron. Just paid 8 coin for. A little bit of a blow, not much, but a little bit.
Have any Borderlanders himself, though, really? Yeah, that doesn't affect her at all.
Just doing it to troll a little bit?
I mean, I'm guessing he thought that she picked it up for more of a reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, she literally just picked it up because it was there. So, it's not going to affect her very much.
Oh yeah, the Robin. I don't know, man. I think that misdirection was
100%.
worse.
It wasn't the misdirection; it was the eyes and ears.
Yeah, the eyes and ears. The misdirection combined with Barrelon and the eyes and ears was
Definitely worse.
Yeah,
because Crit could have got out of your trap. She just didn't. There was nothing Beth could do about that.
Yeah.
Which is what made it so disgusting.
What are you doing, Wolf Brother?
Moving to carry Ember, looks of it. Probably just gonna keep digging, right?
Mm-hmm.
That or he picks up the bear.
That's true.
Which I kind of prefer, because I'm pretty sure the next two are misses.
Thailand Mistabar. Not Nebudar, not free.
Not useful either.
Nope. Nice goes in the bin.
Surprised he's not discarding Thailand flipping again, to be honest.
Yeah.
Seems to be some sort of discussion going on at the moment.
Yeah, see all the hands flapping around over there.
I do like that you can see everybody's cursor.
Yeah, me too. And that should be the last right there of the. Oh, he did bin Thailand, so they have to.
Yeah.
Okay, they have to rejigger that. All right,
Yeah.
There we go. So that should be the
last one we know about, I believe.
Yeah. So the next one could be a Forsaken.
Could be anything.
Yeah, paid in food for.
And that Grit is great as well because it does have the Blood Knife ring to go with it, so can get 6 points alongside 10 combat strength from the Brigade.
Yep. And he recruited it with paid in food.
Position Zeus and damage. That cut weaves as well. Like that could cut Bob's Blossoms.
Mm-hmm.
And if it does, then Bob's in a rough position.
Yeah, I mean, like using the misdirection, like not that he should have thought of it because there's no way to know, but you know, it not only helped him, but it put Nynaeve on much stronger footing.
Yeah.
So
it gave Wolf more time to get his feet under him.
Mm-hmm.
Just rotating everybody. Oh, Robin, there's a way better way to do that. You don't need to zoom in on a card real far. Basically, all you do is, you... Oh no, wait, what is it that I'm thinking of that I do sometimes? There's a way to do it.
Another great captain flipped.
It's something to do with clicking.
Getting recruited by Mateo.
What is the thing that I'm thinking of.
All right, Beth. What do you got?
I can't. I mind words.
Yep, you got it. It's all right.
James, the software is looping again. Yep, I'm broken.
Cerealia.
All the idealized ones.
Well, there's just the whole.
Stop poking around in Teleranriod looking for fights.
Yep. Classic Perrin.
Classic wise ones.
Them too. Definitely one of my favorite scenes in I think it was a Memory of Light. Yeah. When Perrin there we go. When Perrin catches the balefire in his hand.
Yeah. I mean, I did a whole song about that, so.
Yep.
Semirag for Bob. Pretty small one.
But combined with his lead that he's got.
Best of the best. Does have a great captain. Got the Iteralda. I totally missed that.
Last turn. Yep, last turn.
He Ball of the Winds it. So he cancels the Void. Bob's gonna have to Blossoms. And if that gets cancelled with the Cut Weavers, I think he loses this fight. It doesn't really set him back that much. Puts his leadership level to 1, so it does eat into the last battle score.
Yep.
Call Lightning is going to kill his Rena
drop
as well.
Significant drop there.
But just the fact of not getting one of the last 2 kills is enough to maybe make the difference as well. If somebody else gets the last 2 kills.
Yep. Can you... you can't decide... Since his leadership is... Never mind. I answered my own question. Alright, so call lightning, arrows of fire.
He still needs more.
Yeah, they're doing math right now.
13
talking.
plus 8 is 21. So... Oh, he's going to
Dragon team coming out.
And you can't cut weaves a dragon team.
Nope.
So he's actually going to get that. Without spending the blossoms either.
Mm-hmm. So he keeps the dragon team, because that's what it does. Keeps the blossoms, so he's still in a good spot to fight.
I don't think he's getting another turn. I don't think it matters either, because with that kill, he pretty much solidifies himself the win. Yeah. I don't think anyone can catch up to him unless it's like a Shidar.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realise he had the dragon team. I thought he had to use the blossoms in that fight. But not having to use the blossoms is the difference.
Yeah. After he played that misdirection, it was pretty much, will Nynaeve be able to nip him in the butt? Like with...
Sure.
Will not having played it on Nynaeve, like,
give her enough time
have
to
been...
get ahead.
Yeah. But it didn't, so... It really just depended on how the cards were drawn, and the fact that the next 6 fucking tier 3s were followers was, yeah, just perfect setup for Bob there.
Well, Wolf Brother is going to keep trying to see what he can find it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Got 2 chances now, and plenty of gas. If he can find himself a Shidar Haran, maybe all is not lost, but...
Yeah. What do we got?
Ooh, how about a Hesselon?
Hesselon.
22 points would put him on 66. He would be tied. No, 56. He'd still be 10 behind Bob.
And then it would come down to...
No way you're beating Egwene in the last battle when you're 10 behind.
He's got... Yeah, no, he's got... At least 2 points in coin. He's got 7 in favor, 7 in followers. He's got 30. Yeah, there's no way.
I mean, you just kill it and take second.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna, like, the game's ending anyway.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. There's not much else you can do at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, you can discard in the hope that it's a Shidar Haran and let somebody else take second if it's not. Like.
Yeah, that's true.
But
What is the next card, by the way? Just curious.
Magidian. Good call.
They're talking, going back over the math. Oh man. I only just now like fully recovered from that misdirection, and I isn't.
Gonna have nightmares tonight.
Yep.
Wake up in a cold sweat with Bob holding a misdirection over my forehead.
Yeah. His eyes will be ears and his ears will be eyes.
Looks like a blood knife ring getting used as well to cash in on some extra points for the big hitter.
Yeah, why not? I still don't think that's going to be enough. He'll be close though.
He'll be 4 points behind before the last battle.
Right now, yeah.
So,
but the last battle, I don't think he's got it. Like he's only got he's got 1 point in favor. He does have a lot of coin. He's got 20 coins, he's got 22 coins, so that's a lot.
Yeah, maxed out on coins, so that's 7, 8.
But he's only got 11. 18 points in his attributes and 3 cards, so
it is very tough to outpace Egwene in the last battle.
Yeah.
Just by nature of her having all her attributes up usually. She usually has a decent size hand as well. Not quite the case in this game. Bob only with 4 cards at the end, but
he's got 8 followers, so he's got the 7 points in followers. He's got the 7 points in favor.
Yeah, another strong showing from Wolf Brother though.
Yeah, very good.
Does put himself in 2nd position, and yeah, that may be enough of a start to get him going towards a 3rd invitational, potentially. He was very close to winning yesterday's game, and definitely think he's becoming a force to be reckoned with this year.
For sure. Every game I've played with him so far has been him in the top 2 at least.
He's definitely improved a lot from last year. Just his bad luck, he had to play the 2-timer and the other 2-timer. You know, the 2 2-timers.
2 2-timing bastards.
Well, it looks like they are all wrapped up with those are the final scores. Shall we hop into chat with the players? And,
yeah, let's go.
Game interview.
Was it?
Bob, you banned.
Yeah, we're all mad, Bob.
Gone. Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it. You're just banned. It's a good
just
job.
What?
Just banned from the league.
Thing I've seen in my life in a game.
I'm kidding, of
I
course.
had to step. I legitimately had to step away for a couple of minutes after that.
I don't blame you.
Because my hand was so excellent.
So good.
I know.
It was such a great fucking.
Yeah.
I know.
And
we
then
were like,
I
my god.
And then he took my cards.
I know. Yep. I was like, this is when you said I'm back. I was like, oh, she went to go get a drink for sure.
It was noon. It was 11:56 when I walked away, and I waited until the clock in my kitchen said 12 o'clock, and I poured my drink. Because I have this thing I'm not going to drink before noon, like unless I'm at a brunch or something and I have a mimosa. I was like, okay, it's noon now. I'm pouring myself a motherfucking drink. Excuse my language on your channel, James. I apologize.
You're good.
But oh my goodness gracious.
I cursed a lot when I saw him play those things,
I was
so you're good.
so tilted.
We spent a good 20 minutes trying to recover ourselves, and it didn't happen to us. So.
Dead ass serious. We were just like...
And honestly, I was set up for I had charge, dragon team, reserve
dragon
forces.
teams.
No, this is after this happened.
Yeah,
I was gonna do, because I was at 8 military, so I was gonna do the dragon team, and then I was gonna do the charge, and that would have gotten me up to 10. And then if they had fucked with me, then I could have done reserve forces to get up to 15. And I still could have fought somebody, but the cards just weren't in my favor. So Plus, I had unfolded fan in my card hand.
Yeah. The only thing that we were looking at was like using that on you and not on Nynaeve could have set up Wolf Brother to like pull
it. It was close there at the end.
It was close.
Like,
it was really close.
If I actually didn't, I think the dragon team in Bob's hand was what won the game for him, if I'm honest. Because if he didn't have the dragon team, he would have had to play the Blossoms.
Cutweaves.
There was a Cutweaves in Wolf's hand. So
I have a last stand as well.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, he did draw 8 cards from your Bellon, so
I don't want to talk about it. Like, I refuse to play a game with Bob again.
I don't know if I'm gonna. I mean, it's a good job he's about to have a baby, right?
Yeah.
Right. How dare you get ready for real life stuff, Bob?
I will see you all at Tarman Gaiden, most likely.
Oh yeah.
Way to end like a season on top though.
Oh my god.
I had to do something for like a parting shot, something that was
fucking party.
Well, I don't think Beth's gonna forget anytime soon.
You just kind of came in, dropped a fucking bomb, and then walked out.
True. What have you got to say for yourself, Bob?
He already said sorry. We didn't accept it. Several times. No, we don't.
Beth, Wolf, and Santa, thank you so much for playing with me today. It has
You're welcome.
been a pleasure. I really enjoyed it. And if there was any group of people to play my last game with, I'm glad it was you three.
It's not your last game.
Damn.
The last game for a while, for like a long while, a couple of months.
Congrats. Godspeed and good health to your family.
Best of luck with everything.
Absolutely.
So we all agree not to put this one on the books, right?
Well, I just assumed that I got first place, Beth got second, and Santa got third for honors, right?
Yeah.
Well, no,
that's
because you
basically
guys
how it works.
fucked with me the entire game, but whatever, sure.
Well, you didn't have to pick Matt. You could have picked Rand.
Yeah, that would have been just as bad.
Yeah.
Just would have picked fucking channelers instead. I was more confident with Matt. In fact, I felt like I had a really good start.
You did.
Like the first few turns, I felt really good. And just women.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. When you were trying to fight, was it Katarine? That was yeah. That really set you back like 3 turns too, or 2 turns.
It did.
That was a crazy game,
guys.
Yeah, this was a great game. There was a lot of back and forth and neck and tripping people up. That was good.
It's a masterclass in how to play this game whenever you play with Bob or you watch Bob play. Really, seriously.
It's usually pretty depressing as well.
Well, James, you're the one who taught me how to play this way. Like, the amount of times James effed with me, and I picked up all his tricks.
So sweet.
This is true. James is also an asshole. I agree.
The thing that we noticed when we were talking about like if you would have played it on Nynaeve, you actually could have done the same thing with Nynaeve that you did with Perrin because she had a gateway in her hand, but you wouldn't have known that.
Okay.
It wouldn't have been as impactful either because less cards.
She had less cards too. You would have only drawn 3 cards, I think.
I just knew Beth had the double dragon team. That's pretty much what I wanted to get rid of, the double dragon team.
Yeah, absolutely.
It worked a treat, obviously.
Top tier hand. I would have been able to take 2 Forsaken in a row, probably.
Absolutely. Because you had a bunch of troops too at that point too, I think.
Well, you just lost.
You had used the troops on Balal. You had to use the troops on Balal.
I had
and we
the
were
double
like,
dragon
she's still
team.
set up.
I had the double dragon team. I had a blood knife ring. I had a cut weaves, and I had Karenni at 10.
Yep. We were both
weapons.
like, oh, she's totally set up to go for another Forsaken. Oh no,
I think you had a blood knife ring as well.
Yeah, the blood knife ring as well. Yeah, I had the blood knife ring as a backup in case one of my dragon teams got canceled. Yeah, it was rough. It was terrible. Fuck you, Bob. I love you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anyway, all right, guys, I gotta run out. So,
Well, cheers for putting on a show for us today, folks.
cheers, super fun. Congratulations, Wolf Brother, on the logistical
On the win.
first place. Yes,
Well, no,
because
you
Wolf
can't-
Brother also played 9 amazingly well. Very good.
Yes.
9.
You did have a very
Thanks.
good game.
Thanks.
Yeah, he had
My win
hard time
comes at your
getting
loss,
color.
Beth.
That's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
You did have a
I
hard
didn't-
time finding the channelers, but managed to recover anyway and had a very strong
True.
showing.
Yep.
Almost.
Yep.
Almost
Okay.
taking it
GG,
in.
guys.
Alright, I'm gonna go close out the
Indeed.
stream. Take care, folks. See you all next time. And that will be all from us. I'm still tiny. Now I'm big! And I'm saying goodbye. So spank that like button. For RJ. Spank the sub button. Because subs like being spanked. Leave mean comments down below. Or leave nice comments. Really, anything helps. And get all your friends to subscribe to the channel so I can become a YouTube partner, because I'm definitely professional enough for that kind of responsibility. Until next weekend, I think.